Look over here, it's a celebration. Come sing along and dance and chat, and everyone's using imagination. Everyone come to the Giggle Mat. Just be yourself with a rainbow inside, and come be who you are on the Giggle Mat. People will gather from far and from wide, and there's room for us all on the Giggle Mat.
Welcome back to the Giggle Mat. Today we are going places. Yeah, that means traveling. I've traveled by foot, bike, car, bus, boat, and train. But I've never traveled by airplane though. Have you? Going places can be fun. Some trips take a long time, and that's when you start saying, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? And some trips are really short, especially if you're like Wizzy from the Giggle Squad. 1, 2, 3. Wow, that Wizzy's really quick. When you get to your destination, there are so many new things to see and do. It's fun to explore. Mr. Purpleman has traveled very far before. That's because he comes from another planet. Yeah. Let's call him up to ask him about the trip. Hey, Mr. Purpleman. Can you share with us all the cool things you saw on your trip to Earth from your home planet, Rainbowdia? That was awesome, Mr. Purpleman. I know Miss Kate has gone to New Zealand before. I bet it was a long trip to get there. I wonder what she did on that long trip. Let's ask her.
Hi, Dizzy. Thank you for calling.
Hey, Miss Kate.
What would you like to talk about today, Dizzy?
Can you tell us all about your trip to New Zealand?
Yes, Dizzy. New Zealand is such a wonderful, exciting place, but it is very, very far away. When I was in New Zealand, one of my little best friends called me on Zoom, and she had so many questions about New Zealand. But her first question was a pretty simple one. Why is it daytime there? And I said, you know what? It's not only daytime, but it's summer, it was winter in Canada, and it's tomorrow. It really, really made her think of how many different experiences we're all having all over the world. It's the same, but it's also a little different. So New Zealand is a very different place, and it's a very long trip to get there.
What you did on the way there?
What do you think? I read books and I listened to music. It was a nice way of having time that was, not the most exciting, but taking something exciting in, like a good book or some nice music, and just, having a nice, relaxing time on the plane. Also, lots of snacks. The flight attendants brought us so many snacks, and then after you finished your snacks, they would come by to take your garbage from your snack, and they'd say, "Do you want some more snacks?" So many snacks. There were potato chips anytime, but the really neat thing was that when we were on the flights, if we were traveling somewhere different, we'd get a snack from that area. So we had some curries, and we had some really wonderful flavored of like an ice cream popsicle that was flavored like tropical fruit. It was so cool to try different foods. Of course, I tried more foods when I was on the ground, but even on the airplane, some of the food was very, very good. While we're talking about traveling and reading, let's read a book about traveling to the faraway land. We've got The Coffee Monster and the Land of Coffee.
Coffee Monster and the Land of Coffee by Nate Friedman.
There once lived a normal family in a pleasant little town. There were Mom, Dad, and 2 cute little children named Jenna and James. There was also a special member of the family who had been with them for as long as they could remember, the Coffee Monster. He loved to help the family and have fun.
"We're going to be late for picture day," Mom yelled up the stairs to the children. Jenna flew down the stairs, almost falling, but Coffee Monster was already waiting by the door in his bow tie. "Say cheese!"
At school, the Coffee Monster made some silly faces to make the kids smile for their photos. When it was James's turn, he tried to be funny by sticking his tongue out. When the friendly photographer gave them their pictures back, he asked if Jenna, James, and the Coffee Monster were all in the same family because they looked so different from one another.
"Of course!" yelled James, but this made Coffee Monster curious.
Coffee Monster thought about this mystery for the rest of the school day. Once home, Jenna and James went right upstairs to do their homework. Jenna was studying math and James was studying geography. There was a knock at the door. The Coffee Monster rushed in and jumped onto their books, waving his arms wildly.
"You're being silly," said Jenna. Coffee Monster and the kids laughed. Then he looked up and asked them, "Do you think that there are other monsters out there just like me?"
Coffee Monster sat on the floor, curious about the truth. He knew he didn't look like his brother or sister.
"Who cares?" said Jenna. "You'll always be our brother." Said James, wondering where Coffee Monsters came from.
Just then, a book fell off the shelf and onto the floor. They all gathered around it and gasped.
"There it is!" Coffee Monster exclaimed. "The Land of Coffee!" "I want to go to the Land of Coffee!" shouted Coffee Monster. James looked uncertain. "How will you get there? Could you take a train, a boat, or maybe a plane?" "Or a jetpack," added Jenna.
The kids went to ask Dad what he knew about the Land of Coffee.
"I suppose you were old enough now to know the truth," said Dad. "Coffee Monster, you are from the Land of Coffee. We took you in when you were just a baby. Let's call your Uncle Barry to see if we can arrange a trip. He'll show you around."
After the trip was planned, Dad tucked the Coffee Monster into bed. Coffee Monster was ready for a big adventure.
If you would like to read the rest of the story, you can purchase at the links below in the description. Thank you.
Friends, would you like to share a song about traveling together? You would? Well, let's sing together right away.
Grandpa flew on an airplane, soaring over the clouds. few snacks, came for a visit, and then he went back. We read books and told lots of stories. He taught me a brand new card game. Look at that up there overhead. There goes Grandpa's plane. Grandma rolled up on a big train. Says inside trains aren't loud. Chugging with speed on the railroad tracks. Came for a visit and then she went back. And we learned and played with my grandma. She taught me how to crochet on the track right there, moving fast. There goes Grandma's train.
Goodbye, Dizzy. Goodbye, Mr. Purpleman. Thank you for calling. I hope we get to talk again soon.
Thanks, Miss K. Well, we know Uncle PJ likes to visit the outdoors a lot. I wonder what his favorite way to travel is. Let's call him up.
Hello, guys. I see you.
Hey, Uncle PJ, what is your favorite way to travel?
I love going down on a boat on water. It is most beautiful, sometimes adventurous, calm, beautiful to get out on the water. Do you want to hear funny boat jokes? How do you get to Tooth Island? A tooth fairy. What does a sea monster eat? Fish and chips. Where does a ship go when it doesn't feel well? A doctor.
Oh, those are funny jokes.
I have one more way I love to travel, and it's called the unicycle. Follow me. Hey guys, it was great to see you, and I will see you guys later.
Thanks, Uncle PJ. Bye. And now, Mr. Purpleman is going to do a craft. In fact, it's an airplane craft. And now for this craft, all you need is a piece of paper. Take it away, Mr. Purpleman. And now, Mr. Purpleman is going to do a dance. He's going to do a train dance. Woo, woo. That was so much fun. Well, we thank you for watching the Giggle Mat today, and we hope to see you next time. Bye.